Hi guys, it's Stacy with Plymouth Public Library here to show you a new DIY for the fall season. So I saw a bunch of different clips on Pinterest about taking little pumpkins and creating them into fall centerpieces, and I thought, how about making a very cheap version of one of these awesome features. So this is what we're gonna do today. It's a little DIY fall pumpkin centerpiece, and we are going to show you what supplies you're gonna need. All right, so this is just a little Dollar Tree pumpkin from the local Dollar Tree. They're $1. These are some of their flowers that they have. I just picked some fall colors to go with it. These are $1 each, but you gotta have some good old Mod Podge, because what we're gonna do is take this fancy old curtain that got tore up. We're gonna cut this up into strips and we're gonna Mod Podge it to the pumpkin, and then we're gonna stick the flowers in it. So you're also gonna need something to cut the flowers with, because the wires need to be cut. You'll need scissors for cutting the curtain, a brush, and a little container for your Mod Podge, and that'll do it. All right, so let's get started. We've got our little pumpkin. We're just gonna take this little green stub out of there. And I've already gone ahead and cut some of the curtain strips, so I'm just going to start applying them to the pumpkin. I'm going to pour some Mod Podge into a little cup, and we're gonna just go from there. Doo-doo-doo. With Mod Podge, you gotta be real liberal with it. It does dry, I promise. It does take time to dry though. But the more liberal you are with it, the better outcome you'll have. So with the little curtain slices, I'm just gonna, like I said, very liberal. I'm gonna dab it on here, and then we're just going to, I know it looks funny, but I promise it's gonna look great when we're done. And I'm just gonna leave that, the pumpkin has a little predetermined circle, so what I did is I just tried to line the top pieces up with that circle. It doesn't have to be perfect because you're gonna cover it with the flowers. So you're just gonna, I like to use my hands with Mod Podge, but I'm trying to look professional here. So we're just gonna cake it on, and we're just gonna go through the motions, get this all good. Now on the bottom, it is going to overlap, so you don't have to worry about that because nobody's gonna see the bottom. Take our next piece. Put that up on there. Now, if you want to do it very, very symmetrical, you can go and just overlap right on top of one another. But if you don't, you want to do more of a free-for-all, so to speak, then you can just lay them on however and just keep overlapping until you get the finished look that you desire. This is your version of this little cute centerpiece. I always like to keep a wet rag around to just wipe my fingers off on, because Mod Podge is very sticky. I'm gonna see how extra this is. There's already this lap. I'm just gonna cut that off because it's extra. We don't really need all that extra on there. And then we're just going to continue to wrap all the way around the pumpkin, and then we're going to let it dry. Okay, so these are just some different fall features, the little flowers that you can get at Dollar Tree. I just picked ones that really I liked. They seem like a lot of the same colors, which is why I tried to bring contrasting colors in here, like the white hydrangea and the little bright yellow flowers. So I just cut off individual pieces of each one with these fancy little tools, where unfortunately they're not that sharp, so if you have really good wire cutters, that's even better. But these were just what I had on hand. So you just go through here, you cut them off. Ta-da! So once you've got all of your flowers cut, which I've got these right here. We've got some fall leaves. We've got this little sticky feature. And then we've got the sunflower. We've got, this is actually what they called a burlap dahlia, which I found very pretty. And then of course the little white hydrangea. And we're going to take all of these and we're going to assemble them into the top of the pumpkin once it is dry. Alright, so here is the finished pumpkin now that the pieces have dried on there. We're going to take the flowers and we're just going to literally stick them into the foam top because that's all this is, and that's all we need to hold these pieces of the flowers in because they're just little wires. So you can do this however you want. I'm not a professional, so I'm just gonna kind of stick them in here. However, and obviously you want to do it so that your little, I don't know, you really just play with it until you get the desired look. I don't have a rhyme or reason to how I do it. I just kind of put them in there. This one I probably should have cut a little shorter. Feels like it wants to give out. Hold on. Okay, I'm gonna start over because I already don't like what I done. So here we go. Try this again. Obviously, you want to hide the top of the pumpkin with the flowers. Still feel like this needs to be going in anyway. And don't be afraid to bend those wires to get it in there the way that you want, because you want the desired look that you're trying to achieve. Might add extra flowers in here. Now, if you're a perfectionist, you'll just continue to keep doing this until you get it the way that you want. But in the meantime, I'm pretty content with how this looks, so I'm just gonna say, hey, there we go. Call it a day. There's our little fall pumpkin centerpiece. Hope you guys like it. So, if you like that little DIY that we just did, there are other fun ones on our YouTube page. And we'll see you next time with a new DIY.